Hello friends, welcome back to snippetcoder, and we are back with another video. In this video we will learn how we can integrate Google Analytics version 4 in our Flutter application, and we can track the events of the user in the real time. So this is our application. You can see here we have just integrated the Flutter Analytics with the Google Analytics, and now if I go to the Google Analytics, you will see here it will show us the runtime user, like it is showing me that this one user is logged in. It will also show the location of that user also. And in the same way, we can also do the custom tracking of the user also. Like if we want to track any events, custom events and all that also we can do. And here we added some custom event, like if I go to the code here, and from here we are just passing two events, and the name of the event is first_custom_event, and there we are passing two data. First one is a username, and then we have the email ID. So now if I click on the add event, it will log the event here. And if I go to the debug console for the Firebase, and now you can see here it is showing us that events and all. You can see here it is showing here first custom event. If I click here, and here we have two things. First one, this email ID, it is capturing here. Then we have this username also, that is also capturing. In this way we can add as many as data as per our requirement we can do. So before starting the video, if you are new to our channel, subscribe to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button and click the bell icon to get notified about our latest video. Thank you. So in our application, we are going to use this package, that is Firebase Analytics, and this will be used for integrating the Firebase Analytics and all. So for this configuration all, I will do the step by step in our application. So first of all, we have to go to our Flutter application, and here we have our application, and we are to run few of the command. So first of all, you have to make sure that Firebase CLI is properly installed in your system. I will put the link in the description, and you have to open a terminal here, and here you have to run the command here, Firebase login. And what it will do, if you are not already logged in to the Firebase, it will give the link and you have to log into the Firebase. So here I will press the enter here. So as I am already logged into this email ID, and it is saying that already logged in as a snippetcoder@gmail.com. So what we have to do, we can also log out from here, Firebase logout. So now I am successfully logged out. So now what I will do, I will put here Firebase login again. So it will give me this message that allow Firebase to collect the CLI and all. I will press here yes. So now it will give this URL, and it will automatically open the browser here. Then from there we have to select the email ID on which we have to configure our Firebase project and all. So here it's showing all the email IDs and all. So where I have to log in. So I will select this email ID, and it will ask me to sign into Firebase CLI. I will click on the continue, and from here it will ask for some of the permissions. I will allow it. So now it's saying Firebase CLI login successful. So now I come back here. You will see here success logged in as a snippetcoder@gmail.com. So now here I have to run another command here. We have to run this command, .pub global activate FlutterFire _CLI. Now I will press the enter here. So it will say package FlutterFire CLI is currently active at version 1.0, and the package Flutter is already activated. So it is already activated in my system. So you can activate it if it is not activated in your system. So now after that we have to run this command. It will be flutter pub add Firebase _core. It will install all the core libraries which is required in our Flutter application. I will press the enter here. So whatever the library is required, it's installed in our application. So now we have to put another command, that will be FlutterFire configure. So what it will do, it will configure the Firebase project in our application. And first of all, it will get all the Firebase project which are in our application. And if we want to create a new project, that also we can do. But here we have already created one project, that is snippetcoder-analytics. And we are going to use this project here, and we will select here. And now I press the enter key. It will ask me on which platform we need to configure the support and all. Either we can remove it, or we can by default select it. Come here. So now I will press the enter here. it will register the Firebase Android app on this project and all. So here you can see it's installed the Firebase project on all the platform with this bundle ID and all. And here it's generated one file, that is firebase_option.dart file, and on the basis of this file every configuration will be configured here. We don't need to put anything manually in the code for that ID and all. It will auto generate on the basis of this CLI and all. So here you can see. So this is the configuration step, which is very important. If you not do this thing, it will not work and your application will not able to integrate the Firebase Analytics properly. So here the configuration is done. So now what we will do, we will go to the main.dart file, and from here we have to put some of the code here, and before that we have to add the packages here. You can see here core package is already created from this configuration. We just need to install this Firebase Analytics plugin. So now we have to go to the main.dart file. So this main method, we have to make this async, and here we have to write visit flutter binding dot ensure initialize. What it will do, it will ensure that all the native files are loaded before using any Firebase and all in our application. Then we have to call here await Firebase dot initialize app, and here we have the options, and we have to put here default Firebase options dot current platform. So you can see here when we click there, it will open this file which is generated here. So, and it's having all the configurations for that web, for the Android, for the iOS, for the Mac OS, for the Windows also. Now from here we have to remove all the unnecessary code, and this one also we will remove, and we will create new file and we will name it as a home_page.dart file, and we will make it as a stateful widget home page, and we will link here home page, and we have to make one wrapper file for the analytics. So here we have to create new class that we will name it as a analytics_service.dart file, and this file we can create so that we can make the custom logs also in our Firebase by using the one global method, and from there that method we can call anywhere from our application. And for that we have to make this file as a singleton. Here we have class analytics service final Firebase analytics _analytics is equal to Firebase analytics dot instance. Here we have Firebase analytics observer get analytics observer Firebase analytics observer, and we have to pass this link of this object here, and this analytics observer we have to map in our main.dart file. Here we have navigator observers, and here we can map it with our analytics service dot get analytics observer navigator observer. So basically what we did here, we have created the navigator observer in the Flutter application. Basically navigator observer are used to listen the route change in the application, such as the page transactions, and can be usable in variety of reasons. Like in the analytics tracking we can have like if there will be any change in the page and all, it will track it and it will goes to that Firebase analytics of that whatever the page is changed and all. And also we can use it for monitoring purpose and all. So in this way we can use the analytics service anywhere in the application. And here we have to create one method here, and that method will be used for logging the events and all. Here we have the future, return type will be void log event, and here we can pass two things. First one is a string event name, then we have map string dynamic parameters, and here we have to use await, and we can make this function as a async here. Here we have await, and we can call here our analytics dot log event. There are many methods over there, and but for the demo purpose we are only using the log event or null and also the tracking. And here in the log name we can pass this event name, and for the parameters we will pass this parameter here. And let's see our analytics is working or not. For doing that we have to first run the application, and in the Firebase we will go and we will see it is tracking a user or not. So here our application is, and here in the real-time overview it is saying the user in last 30 minutes is 0. So now what we will do, we will just run our application and we will see the status here. So here we have started our application, and now if I go to the Firebase, you can see here it is saying user in last 30 minutes is 1. So it is saying the active user from this location. So the tracking is working perfectly fine. That means our integration working fine. So now let's do the custom tracking of the events and all, and that we have already added here, this function. So now we have to go to our home page, and here we will change it to scaffold widget. Here we have the app bar, we have app bar, and here we have the title, text widget, Flutter Analytics. Here we have the body here, and we are using center widget here. Then we have the child, and here we can create the button here, elevated button. Here we have the on press event. Then we have the text here, child, and we are using here text as a add event. You can see here button is coming here. So now we have to call the custom events here, and before doing that we have to go to our Firebase, and here we have the logs here for the debug, because whatever the event we will log, it will not come instantly over there. It will take 24 hours to show in the events log and all. But for the testing purpose we can use our debug view for the analytics, and on the basis of that we can just view our events and all. So here I will first show you there is no events and all. So here it is saying waiting for the debug event. So now what we will do, we have to just add a code here first, analytics service dot log event, and we have to create here the event. We can put anything first, underscore custom underscore event. Then here we have the parameters. We are putting a string dynamic, and we have to pass two variables. Username we will pass here snippetcoder demo. Then we have the email ID. We'll put here snippetcoder@outlook.com, and we will save it. So we have to do some changes also, like so to make our application to view some data in the debug mode, we have to go to our settings here. In the setting we have the developer options, and here we have the select debug app option, and from here we can select the app, whatever the app we have to add for the debug and all. And here we have our, so you can see here this is the app namespace here, com.example.flutter_analytics, and this is our application. We will select from here, and after that we have to open a terminal, and we have to run this command, edp shell set prop debug.firebase.analytics.app, and we have to pass this namespace here, and we will press enter here. So what it will do, it will add our application to the debug of the Firebase. So now we will run our application, and when we run our application there will be the add event button, and when we click there it will add the events in our debug views and all. So here we have our add event. So now if I click on the add event, so if I open the console also, like if there will be any error it will give us. So it is not giving any error, that means the log is successfully created. So now from here we will refresh the page. So here you can see the events are coming here. So if I click on this first custom event, you can have this email ID. If I open it, it will say snippetcoder@outlook.com, and if I go to the username, you can see here it is coming snippetcoder-demo. That means our event login is working perfectly fine. So in this way we can log any type of events in our application by using the Flutter Analytics and all. And if we want to track, like if user is purchasing something, we can put the logs over there, whatever the data they are purchasing, whatever the product they are purchasing, that also we can log properly in our application, and we can use for the analytics purpose and all. So in this way, we can do the integration of the Google Analytics 4 version with our Flutter application. I hope you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, comment, share. I will come back soon with another awesome video. Thank you for watching the video.